We're now in the drafting tab of the options dialog box, and what we're going to do now, we're going to have a look at a few of the settings here that I tend to use regularly when I'm working in AutoCAD. Now the first ones are the auto snap settings here. Now you've got marker, magnet and display auto snap tooltip. I don't tend to display the auto snap aperture box, but if I do switch that on, like so, what you'll find is you get an aperture box when you're working with snaps and things. You can also change the colours if you wish. Again, you'll notice we've gone into the colours dialog again there. You can see 2D model space, auto snap marker. I leave it at the orange colour that is preset in AutoCAD anyway, so I'm just going to cancel that. If I apply that now and OK it, what I'm going to do is zoom in a little bit on my drawing here, and I'm just going to draw a line. Now if I hover, look, can you see the aperture box is much bigger now? Can you see that? I don't tend to like that there. I think it confuses the issue a little bit. But I can click there, and I can click there. And when you hover, can you see, as soon as you touch on something with that aperture box, you can see that you can pick up the snaps there, like so. Now, I'm going to right-click and go back to options and switch off that aperture box. I don't actually like it that much. The aperture size of that box is controlled there. The auto snap marker size, the endpoint snap, the midpoint snap, is controlled there. Now there are other settings here in the drafting tab as well that are worth looking at. Things like drafting tooltip settings. Let's just click on that one there. What it does is it allows you to change your tooltip appearance and change the colours of your tooltips. So that's when you're creating a line. There's your distance, there's your angle, that's in model, there's your distance, and there's your angle, and that's in layout. And I can change the colours there if I want to. Again, you'll see drafting tooltip this time instead of auto snap marker. Again, I stick with the standard settings. I don't tend to change anything, but if you do need to, you now know how to. Lights, glyph settings and cameras glyph settings you don't need to worry about. Therefore, deep and meaningful 3D work. We will touch on 3D in this course, but not to the point where we set up lights and cameras. Now, object snap options, I can ignore hatch objects if I wish. I can replace the Z value with the current elevation of objects in 3D, or I can ignore the negative Z object snaps when I'm working with Dynamic UCS. All little tick boxes that can make quite dramatic changes while you're drafting. So again, get into the drafting tab, get used to what it does, and find out what it does. There could be settings in there that could make your life so much easier.